Now we have Pixel Power in the studio. And to tell us more, James Gilbert. Pleased to meet you.
Good to meet you too, Melissa.
And tell me what you do.
We make graphics and playout equipment, which is used by broadcasters in the UK and around the world to deliver their content to audiences.
Okay, so you are more than on-screen graphics.
Exactly.
Okay.
Although our heritage is very much on-screen graphics, we've been doing that for nearly 30 years now, and we've learned a lot along the way and helped a lot of people achieve what they wanted to do along the way.
Tell me a little bit about your role within the company.
My role is CEO. I'm one of the founders of the company as well, and I started off as a software engineer and ended up kind of running the sales and marketing part of the business, but I'm still heavily involved in the customer, understanding the customer's problems and how we can best apply technology to solve those problems.
Talk to me about on-screen graphics. I'm interested in your core business.
Okay, so on-screen graphics, the way I describe it to people who don't know anything about our industry is anything you see on television which hasn't come from a camera. So it could be maps in the news, it could be the name of the reporter, it could be football results, it could be those things that pop up during the program and tell you what's coming up next. So all that on-screen furniture and information that bombards the viewer and really strengthens the brand of the broadcaster as well. That's a very important part of what we do.
And who are your clients?
Within the UK, we've got most of the major broadcasters and playout facilities using our equipment. For example, Sky, Discovery Networks, BBC, Channel 4, Channel 5, and so on. So really everything on Freeview, satellite, or FreeSat in the UK has likely had our graphics on it at some point.
And what do people need your services for?
There's a number of things that they do with our graphics. It's very important that they brand their programs and keep their viewers informed as to what's coming up next so that they don't channel hop onto a competitor's channel. So the branding aspect is important. But we also help with specific information, getting Twitter messages to air, and the forerunner of that, which was the old SMS to air. Not many people, younger people, would remember that, but it was very popular at one time. And also providing information graphics, election results. Our graphics are used quite heavily by broadcasters for elections, the Scottish referendum. We've got more elections coming up, obviously in June. We don't want to go into those too much, but yeah, really any information portrayal on the television screen delivered to inform viewers and to keep them watching that channel.
One of my favorite channels is Sky News, and the reason why I love Sky News is because of the on-screen graphics. I can have a cup of tea in the middle of a broadcast and still know what's going on thanks to the on-screen graphics, the Astons. It's kind of, for me, it's like the summary of the information.
Yes, it's important. It gives you another route to the viewer, and that's been exploited in a number of ways by broadcasters. So we're now starting to see graphics coming during commercials. For example, if you're watching a soccer game and you want to place a bet on who's going to win, you can get an update of scores, you can get an update of betting odds during the commercials, and that's a new lucrative source of income for many broadcasters, and they're using our technology to help them do that.
I've got a great idea that you might want to consider.
Okay, tell me.
Yeah, you know, in America, when they have like ball games, NFL, and you see the on-screen graphics, "Will you marry me?"
Ah.
People would go for that.
Yeah, well, we could, yes. We've done something like that before. You know, I was talking about the SMS stuff.
Yes.
Well, people used to SMS in. They used to pay to SMS in and put a message up to their loved one so that it would appear on the telly.
Amazing.
Yeah. So Twitter's not new, really. It's just the mechanism of doing it is new. But
can you imagine selling a spot to somebody who wants to get married around the X Factor time? They're both watching TV. What's that show? Gogglebox.
Yes. That's the one.
And suddenly, Pixel Power graphics come up. Will you marry me? Powered by Pixel Power.
There's definitely a business model there.
You're not going to hire me, are you?
Oh, I don't know.
Tell me about some new innovations within your business.
Well, although our history and legacy is very much graphics, and that's still at the heart of our business, the new world is about content delivery, and it's more than just graphics.
Yeah.
And we have an integrated playout solution, which is gaining a lot of traction and a lot of interest because it's able to be pure software. We can deploy it on a virtual machine. We can even put it into the cloud. And that's great news for broadcasters who want to do a pop-up channel. They want a disaster recovery facility at low cost without having to make a big investment. So there are a lot of opportunities with this new way of working with software and IP networks to deliver video content and produce video content.
Now there's much talk around 4K and IP. How does on-screen graphics fit within that?
IP and 4K graphics are very much part of what we're doing as well. So one of the advantages of an IP network is you can, you're not limited to particular formats of video, so it's easier to move to 4K graphics and UHD and so on. And we're already talking to some of our customers about that.
And tell me.
I can't tell you which customer it is.
But tell me what you're talking about.
We're talking about
exciting
providing 4K on-screen graphics.
Okay, and how are they going to look?
They're going to look awesome.
What's going to be new? What are we going to be seeing that's new, that we haven't seen before?
The key thing about 4K is the quality, the resolution, so you get a much more immersive experience as the viewer. And I'm sure that will drive new ways of using graphics, because you can then do different things with the graphics that you couldn't do before. And it's really, part of that comes from the creative people, not so much, we're providing the tools to facilitate them to realize their designs, their ambitions on the screen. And that's part of what we do. We're a facilitator to the designers and the creatives who produce those exciting things on the screen.
I recently went into a cinema, actually. It was quite interesting. Just thinking about the whole 4K experience, enriching our viewing experience. And actually there were smells that were trickling through the cinema as well. That's a level further, isn't it?
That's 4D or 5D, whatever they call it. And did the seats shake as well?
Yes!
Especially when that Marry Me came up.
Yes! Ah! It's me! Fabulous, fabulous. Okay. Anything else you want to share?
Well, I think I'd just like to emphasize that although our history is broadcast and graphics, we're very much in the new world of IP and playout as well. We can provide a complete playout solution, a software modular architecture which can run on-premise, virtualized in a data center, or even in the cloud, such as Amazon or Microsoft Azure. Okay.
I want to talk to you about Pixel Power and the cloud.
Pixel Power in the cloud. Well, the cloud is very much a buzzword, I guess, at the moment, but it does have some real applications, and there are some things which are ready for the cloud, and there are some things which are not. You're not going to see premium channels start to play out from the cloud. It doesn't make economic sense, and the technology's not quite there yet for the premium channels. But for pop-up channels, special events, you imagine every Glastonbury stage having its own TV channel. Yeah. That would be worth doing. That's quite an exciting application of the cloud technology. What cloud gives you is the ability to launch channels whenever you need them, just for as long as you need them, and you're only paying for them while the channel's running. What are you most excited about in this business at the moment? I think taking the technology and applying it in a new way, and the change in the industry. I think this is a very traditional industry in Britain, broadcast technology, and it's exciting to see so many of those companies embracing this new way and getting excited about it. It's a real injection of dynamism, I guess, into the industry, and I hope that many manufacturers follow that same kind of path. It's an exciting environment at the moment with that change, and it's kind of, I guess it's a bit of a cliche, but you've got to adapt or die. It's about survival and helping customers deliver media to their audiences in the way they want to consume it, and that's changed a lot, really, over the last few years. Fewer people watching linear television, there's more use of OTT, we've now got Netflix, we've got Amazon Prime. I go home and I don't just watch the BBC News, I'm watching things on Netflix at 4K in my living room, which is fantastic. And for anybody that wants further information, if you can look at that camera with the red light on. www.pixelpower.com. www.pixelpower.com. That's it. Fabulous. Fabulous, lovely. Thank you so much, James. Thank you. Again, if anybody wants more information from Pixel Power, go on to their Twitter handle, pixel_power. I will be back shortly with Paragon, talking about finance for the industry.